Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. For those keeping track, we had one crash to desktop as we tried to load in today. But let's just go and check out if these dead goblins have anything that I really want. Potion of healing, absolutely. 2d4 plus 2, a whole supply sack. And I have no idea if anyone can make use of a goblin bow, but we will find out. At the very least, we can probably sell it for some coin. Hand axe for throwing, perhaps, for someone. Although we've not really got anybody who's big and fighty in the party, do we? But that's fine. Right. There's some stuff hiding down on this ledge that we can probably make the detour for. Yeah, we really don't have anyone with a decent strength value, do we?
What to do?
Right, Lana is going to let's jump down here. We take 1 HP of falling damage. That's fine. I can handle that. And over here there is another cartilaginous chest. We get 10 XP for coming out of our way. And a couple of extra trinkets, baubles, and explosives.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
Do I need balsam, really? Is that something I should be worrying about collecting? Who knows? Are we able to get back up? That's the big question, isn't it? This is too high. Oh, God. Well, that's a predicament, isn't it? Is there any spot we can stand? Make this jump. Otherwise, we're going to have to go the long way around the bottom, aren't we? What if we bring someone
What am I to do?
bigger and taller down?
A long way to go still.
We can hop down here. Oh, God. This is not what I wanted.
Yes.
No. Right.
Let's get
Someone
on with
taller. You can make the jump. Will Lana follow automatically? No. Alright then. Lana, we're going to have to go about this the long way, I suppose. What's the safest way down from here? Oh, God. Oh, there's no good option, is there? Gale doesn't have Featherfall. We can't jump up higher. Can we get, like, down here? We're already a little injured. I don't love this. Alright, 1 more HP and fall damage. I will walk back round with the rest of the party. Just walking through the ship here, I found an additional dead mind flayer I missed earlier. So, some extra supplies for us. And then here is where those goblins were.
There may be even more that survived the crash.
Maybe. We found Gale right here, so that might be what they're trying to refer to. Are we close enough to join up together? We are. Oh, great. Alright, back to the save. I will recreate what we just did and see about never ever pushing the party view button ever again until we can confirm it's not the thing doing the crashing. One moment. Alright. We got the party back together. We did that piece of looting. And I guess we're just going to head on into this place here. If this graphic wants to load. Otherwise, we're going to have a very blurry floor. So, we have options here. We can shoot down this stone, which causes this floor to collapse. There should be some foes around here once they decide to load in. But we are a bard, and a bard sings a song, builds an audience. And so, we are going to go through this grand walkway here and see if we can't talk our way into this situation. before we get into
Time to
that,
dally.
let's cast Guidance on Lana. Because we know we're approaching a crowd and we might need a swift tongue. Hello.
You both twice as tall as me, but have half the bloody backbone.
But we don't know what that thing even is. And what about the crypt?
I'm telling you, it's a ship. And the crypt can wait. Mari and Barton have been trying to break in for days. Now we... Stop! Got ourselves competition already. That's our ship.
Alright. We mean no harm. The ship is full of monsters. I think the ship's an invasion force. Run while you can. The only thing you own is your life. Leave before I take that too. And we have +2 charisma, +2 persuasion, +2 charisma, +2 deception. So we're just as skilled in speaking on all of these things. How about we just try and simply persuade them that maybe that's not what they want to do? So we have guidance because we cast it before we started the conversation. We could charm person, but with a +2, a +2, and a +1 d4, I don't think we need it on a DC 10 check. Very good. Let's see what they have to say to that.
Well, in that case, come on you lot. No point in getting killed. Second worm gets the cheese and all.
Second mouse gets the cheese, no?
Nobody's getting any damn cheese. Now move it!
All right.
You're more cunning than you look. I thought we had a fight on our hands.
No. There's so many situations that we could probably just talk our way out of.
Then through.
Is there any supplies up here? Doesn't seem to be. The camera does not like moving between these very tall things. Nothing there. A couple of backpacks and bedrolls. See if they left any cheese. There's a torch. A couple of thieves' tools. We'll give those to Astarion. Some rum. Dagger and some rope. And here, just some camping supplies. So, let's see who's equipped with what here. Gale already has a dagger. Starion has the rapier. You've got your dagger.
Never a dull moment.
And we have our rapier. So we're all equipped with decent stuff with regards to our weaponry for now. We have a torch if we need it in the darkness. So,
No time to rest.
let's
How
see
much farther can I go?
if we can keep that up. Astarion,
Keep your distance, darling.
would you mind giving this lock a little go?
With pleasure.
So, because this isn't an interaction with a conversation, we can quite happily have Shadowheart just go, hey, I think you're really good, and I reckon you can use some divine help to get this check done. Not that we don't have all of the bonuses with our expertise. Now, I thought we had expertise in stealth. Oh, we have stealth and sleight of hand. Fair enough. I thought it was just the one, but very happy to see it. Alright then, let's wander on in, shall we? Hello.
You're dead!
Okay, well, this person here is not very happy about our presence. We are on shared initiative at the moment because we're both together in the initiative chain. So, Gale, I'd like you to just push up as close as you can. And what spells do we have going for us? Firebolt, Mage Hand, Ray of Frost for cantrips. Mage Armor. And our first level spells. Honestly, we're not able to hit them with a dagger, unfortunately. So maybe we won't have disadvantage on this then. We will. We are still too close to not have disadvantage on our spell. but not close enough to try and attack with a dagger.
I feel alive.
Astarion, is Gale close enough to sneak attack this guy? Yes. I think. Perhaps.
One can't always be a gentleman.
They are surprised, so they don't get to take an action on the first round of combat. Let's try a little bit of vicious mockery here.
Thou roach-mocked jester!
Right, they got 1 on that, and they now have vicious mockery 1 turn remaining, but I can't see exactly how that's impacting them right now. 5 HP left. Well, we've got an Astarion and a Gale attack before this one is due to take another turn, so... Bad day for you, mate. Fancy key, some leather armor, and a short sword. Well, that leather armor...
Trust no one.
Where is it?
Is that blood?
Where are we?
Never mind.
I wonder what the next
Who's
move
got
is.
it? There we go. Leather armor. 11 armor class. Light armor. AC. 11. Plus dex. So, what are we wearing?
So that's progress.
Simple robe. Light armor. Armor class 11. Whereas Astarion has padded armor. AC 11, but disadvantage on stealth rolls.
No
So,
one back home will ever believe this.
we'll pass that off to Astarion.
Don't
And we'll
touch
have him change out into this leather one. Not quite as fancy, but no longer has disadvantage on his stealth checks.
All's well that ends. not
And
as
we
bad
also
as it could have.
had a short sword here. That does 1d6 plus 2 piercing damage, but also has the light marker. So if we wanted to, we could have Astarion
How delicious.
have a light weapon in both hands if we decide not to go ahead with the rapier further forward. But for now, we're fine. So, this statue is not one that we can destroy anymore. Used to be you could break that statue. Don't know if they had some other intent for it. There's a plaque on the wall.
It's been centuries.
Ancient, indecipherable text covers the
Who are
plan.
those prayers for? Normally the patron god is Optius.
Whoever
Not
worshipped
here.
it must be long gone.
And we've got some more stuff. Pewter cup, 10 gold's worth. Chalice. Silver plate, 50, or just a fancy plate, 50 gold's worth. All kinds of cheese and sausage. Plenty to be camping with when we need it. We don't want to carry too much weight in food. We can always come back for some of this stuff if we really need it down the line.
Don't mind if I do.
One day we might get bags of holding and the like, but until then, we do have to be somewhat considerate about our inventory management, particularly because we don't have a fighter or a barbarian with high strength in the party. Now, this is a change that I think came into place in the previous patch that I didn't get to play, but this door leads to what is currently an unknown area, and so now we can't see what's behind it. So if there was a couple of angry wolves or like a great big ogre, we couldn't tell unless we had prior knowledge from having the game before, which is going to make exploring new stuff in the full version of the game far more exciting. I would love an option to perception check the door here so that we could then maybe identify 4 sets of footsteps going on behind there or something. But you can't have it all. Let's turn these candle lights dark, and then one of us is going to need to hit this lever. I prefer the old chaining mechanics, but we'll make it work. You can also see kind of the vision cone of our dark vision as we spin around the room. Right, Gale.
What's on your mind?
Nothing, thanks. I just wanted to select you.
Salutations.
so that none of us are particularly in the way of this door. Now, Gale is a human who does not have dark vision, unfortunately. Astarion and Shadowheart, I think, are elf and half-elf, and of course we are gnome. So we crack the door open. We are unseen.
Where's the bloody lock?
This is not what I was expecting to find. Normally it's a great big party of many, but we can see on the minimap, okay, there you go, they are red rather than yellow, which red is a foe and yellow, I believe, is a neutral person, green being an ally. I think that's how it all works out. So, advantage attacking from shadows. So we haven't taken the hide action, but they might not see us quite yet, which is nice.
Hope your soul is in good hands.
And we crit, which is lovely. We're going to step away from this door frame so that somebody else can get an attack through as well.
Let's have some carnage.
Right, so sneak attack, ranged weapon.
Make it hurt.
And that was also a critical hit. I don't think that was for 142 damage. It was for 14 damage and 2 damage. But hey, I'm just going to double check that settings, options, weighted die are off. So all of these crits are just us getting lucky, I suppose.
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon.
We've barely started adventuring, my dear. We are going to try and take more long rests going forward. There's more leather armor. Alright, so Astarion is already encumbered. I dislike this encumbrance mechanic where you can carry a bit and then you're a bit encumbered and then you're very encumbered and then you can't move at all. Not my preference. So, let's see. Is this 7.2 weight, 70 gold? I'd like to sell a lot of this stuff when we get to a place to do so. But we're just going to have to deal with what we've got right now.
No one stopped me yet. On my way.
There's some thieves' tools on the ground.
Here goes nothing.
Nothing there. I can hear people talking behind this door. But even though I can't see behind it, I could see and hear stuff going on out there. Let's make a little pocket of darkness here as well. But there were skeletons previous times, sir? Is there something I should be aware of? Right, we can hear people behind this wall, so let's get everyone sneaking. Pop the door. And I think we're just gonna sneak attack right from this doorway. We missed, but our stealth check kept us hidden for a few moments. Ow, that's a problem. What did we roll on our sneak attack? Not going to show me. They get their mage armor off. Right, we're burning for 1 turn. Not ideal. You have 28 HP? I don't remember you being so tanky. I wonder, if I stood here, could I bonus action hide, perhaps?
Leave no trace.
I can. Now can I get a sneak attack from here?
Come on, then.
I can. Good. Right, that's our turnover. We are hamstrung. And Shadowheart is hurt as well. This is not going well, is it? Right, I think Guiding Bolt is just going to be the thing to do here. Gale is also up for a turn. 12 damage, pretty good. I don't want to be near this flaming oil barrel, if it can be helped, or this oil barrel that has the potential to be flaming. So we cast a leveled spell with our main action, so we can't cast Healing Word as a bonus action per my own rules, because we can't cast 2 leveled spells in one turn. We could take a Potion of Healing. Let's do that. Better to have our cleric be alive. Then Gale.
I speak, they burn.
We have advantage on an attack if we want it, because the Guiding Bolt hit. Or we could attack with Magic Missile, each dart doing 1d4 plus 1 force damage. They have 5 HP, so odds are 2 bolts would kill them. And let's put a third back here. Alright. That one in the door with the really tanky HP is dead. That is good for us. Gale is currently reasonably healthy. I'm very worried about Lana having 1 HP and being on fire, because that's going to hurt when our turn starts, I believe. Do we have... No, Gale has just nothing on him. Shadowheart, you've already used your bonus action.
The witching hour.
Solid miss for us. Mage Wizard out the back. This fire is out, so we can stand here safely again. From where we're stood, I should imagine we can bonus action hide as a rogue.
We'll do it my way. Step
And
quick.
then from back here... Ah, we got seen. Damn it. Alright, let's try one of our other attacks. How about a hamstring? Hamstring right here. Miss. Damn. Yeah, that's fine, but we have succumbed to flames. We can bonus action Healing Word.
Take you.
That gets Lana back up. Now, we can't cast a spell, a leveled spell with our main action, but we can use a cantrip if we want to. So, Sacred Flame.
Intended.
They make the save, of course they do.
Gone with the weave.
Gale. Alright, let's stand
With
here.
haste.
And then Thunder Wave these 3. Alright, Barton just got killed outright. Caffrey took 3 damage, and Torga took 5. And then we can't quite get out of this doorway. But it'll be fine, I'm sure.
Let's finish this.
Shadowheart. Can we see this target? We don't have a ranged weapon. Oh, you already took your turn. Of course you did. They're dashing back over here. Clearly they're not using their ranged attacks well. They're probably engaged with Gale now, so I think we should be able to sneak attack a target that is engaged with an ally of ours. Very good. Let's stand here and be a bigger target than Lana is. They hit Gale. Lana is up. Not a great shot. The target is obscured by doors and Gale and whatnot. We can't move this far in.
Listen here.
But we can viciously mock them.
Death won't
For
take
you,
me
oh
out.
horned cheek.
Then back to the top. Cantrips for everybody.
No mercy.
Intended.
Alright, we're safe for a moment. So we'll go explore their corpses and this chamber, but the first thing I would like to do is take a short rest. So twice a day you can restore some hit points. Warlocks also restore their spell slots. So we've got 8, 8, 8 and 7 HP back. So now we're actually in reasonable health. Let's see about these corpses then. A Scroll of Burning Hands can go to Gale. Simple Robes, Journey Through the Jungle. The sun had fallen. Just some children's story. We don't need more gear to be trying to sell. A couple of javelins is interesting. Leather boots and leather gloves. Worth a decent penny without being much weight. I'll leave the giant's heavy club. Another short bow, more leather armor. Get Gale carrying some stuff simply because he's carrying so little else. He has the inventory room to spare.
Worth a rummage.
Poison for Astarion. And we'll grab a torch for ourselves. We'll leave the short bow. We don't need to be too much of a kleptomaniac. I'm not expecting many of these books, these stacks of books, to have things like spell scrolls in, but it's been a long time since I checked, so lots of copies of this book, The Unclaimed. Curse of the Vampire. Don't know if they would mention anything
Keep going.
pertinent to our present company. And passive perception checks reveal this strange lever.
Did that do?
We'll find out what that did in just a moment. And anything over here? Ink pots, more books, stacks of books. I'm going to guess there's
You be hiding.
not too much to find around here. Okay. So we do not have any spell slots here.
Which way to the nearest library?
We can Arcane Recovery. And recover 2 first level spell slots. Is the only real option we have, isn't it? So
My faith
Gale
will guide me.
has some combative strength now.
Can't slow down.
If I can make it through without having this door unlocked thanks to that switch, if you were wondering. If we could make it through to not the whole dungeon, but get out the front beach direction,
Quite ready for you.
I wouldn't be mad.
Why not?
I would happily take a long rest before
Yes.
having to do the big
Getting a
fight at the end of
distinct
this
whiff
dungeon.
Crypt. Undisturbed too. Until now.
I do love a whiff of crypt. So these heavy oak doors are open. On the opposing side they are locked. So we'll go to the open
Might as
side.
well.
There's a great big sarcophagus here.
Nasty surprise.
Gas pits.
Caution is warranted here.
Right, so these things are deadly to us. I was just admiring the lighting in here at the moment. I don't know if it's because I've changed my graphics card since I last played, or whether it's just an update in the general effectiveness of the ambient light graphics, but it's very nice looking in here. Right.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Astarion,
Watch the shadows.
I would like you to try and get through this door, and to do it, we're going to use everything that we can. So,
Crack it open.
let's get some guidance and a use of our bardic inspiration. Try and get through this DC 15 lock. 9 and 3 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 3. So we get through that lock, which brings us out here to the beach near where we started. Now, the important thing about round here is up here there are these ancient rune circles. So in D&D tabletop games, you can kind of take a long rest in any location where your DM would say, yes, this is a suitable time to attempt to take a long rest. Here in Baldur's Gate 3, you can simply click the long rest button anywhere you wish at any time. And I don't like that, so I decide that if I'm going to take a long rest, I must first come to one of these ancient rune circles, which then enable me to safely teleport back to camp without fear of being followed or attacked in the night, as much as that's just a thematic thing for me. So, in interest of keeping us learning things at camp, because lots of social stuff happens at camp, we'll take our first long rest here.
This seems as good a place as any to make camp.
Alrighty then. So here, unless specified otherwise, we are safe. We currently have Lana here. We can talk to our companions, and Gale has something very particular they would like to say due to the exclamation point over their head. There's just a bit of beach around here. There's a couple of there's way less. There used to be like way more furniture and barrels and stuff around here, but that seems to have been reduced somewhat. There's this chest here. If you are out exploring, you can right click on an item and there is an option to send to camp, which would automatically send that object from where you are into this chest here. I don't use that either because I think it's kind of it's not on brand for D&D 5th edition, so I don't like to use it. I try and like to manage my inventories a bit more particularly. But let's see what Gale here has to say. Big sigh.
Go to hell.
Good evening to you too.
Ha! You're a good sport. Go to hell. An everyday expression. So trivial it's almost meaningless. But we've seen hell. It's real. And it isn't trivial.
What's on your mind, Gale?
Devils, dragons, mind flayers. They used to be abstracts. Pictures on a piece of paper. What a difference a day makes. Now we have tadpoles slithering through our heads like carnivorous feti. That's not abstract. That's the spirit. Let's be up with the lark. Find a healer before the wee one gets hungry.
Alright, so Gale's just a bit broody. There's Shadowheart. She also has something she would like to say.
You strike me as the reliable sort. But are you sure this is a good idea?
We need to rest. Otherwise, if we don't rest on our way, we'll just die before we find help.
Fine, but not for too long. Each hour that passes, the thing inside us grows. We need to find a healer. Let's wake up at first light.
Of course.
Maybe we'll get lucky. We're overdue some good fortune. Rest well. We'll need our strength.
Agreed, right. Astarion is happily keeping to themselves. So to sleep, we can just click on any of these bedrolls. And then we must use 40 camp supplies in order to achieve a complete long rest. So we've got 15 for a pig's head, 10 for a pig's ham hock. How about a courgette, an egg, and an apple? Can I split these apples? So that's dinner.
Where are you?
Who's speaking to us in the night? Oh, don't crash. Don't crash. Well, it crashed as we were trying to load back onto the beach after the long rest.
This
So
place wasn't built for the living.
I'll get back to camp and we'll try that again. Alright. Attempt to get back to the beach number 2. With additional quick saving before attempting this time. Oh dear. Well, that's going to be a pickle. We're just getting the Larian Crash Reporter up in the exact same place for a second time. So, we'll end that session there for now, and join me next time, if there is a next time, as we try and get through these crashes. I really thought we were going to have a much smoother time, but I know other people are having problems with the crashes as well. So we'll see how it goes. But for now, thank you ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments or helps with things that might help with the crashing, put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.